Hello guys, my name is Koushik and welcome back to LetCode. In this video, we are going to learn how to handle the basic authentication. For example, when I click on this base auth, it is going to ask us for the username and the password, right? So once we give the credential, it is going to say like, it is going to take into this particular page like authentication has been success or something like that, right? So basically, these are not alert actually, so these are known as authentication, right? So basic authentications, we have different types. Here also you can see here we have something called digest authentication, but that is more of same, I can say. So different authentication, different types, but today we are going to learn how to handle this authentication using Selenium. So if I open this in incognito mode, you can see it is going to ask us the thing. Now of course we can encode the URL, I mean encode the username and the password in the URL. That is going to work, but in recent Chrome updates I think that is not working perfectly. So most of the time when we are going to run that in remote machine, it is not working actually. So I'm going to give you an alternate solution for this using the Chrome extension. Before that, let us understand how this manually works. So here, let me close this browser again so that okay. So if I open this URL now, and if I go to this base authentication, it is going to ask us for the username and password, right? So we can skip that actually using the Chrome extension. Okay, so we have to download the first Chrome extension. So that is going to be this one. So that's going to be multipass for HTTPS basic authentication. So I'm just going to click on this add to Chrome and then click on this add extension, right? So that's it. Now if I go back and refresh, and here if I click on this base, of course it is going to ask for the authentication. So we have to set the username and password. So here if I go back and then I can click on this extension, and here it is going to ask me for the URL of that particular site. So I'm just going to click on this copy link address, and here I'm going to paste that, and here I'm going to say admin and admin. So basically this is the username admin, right? And then we will click on this add. Now if I just going to refresh, and if I'm going to click on this base authentication, so here you can see we are already logged in without asking any of the permissions like username or password, right? So this is what basic authentication we can deal this using the Chrome extension. Now we are going to do the same concept using Selenium Chrome driver. So here within this we are going to load our Chrome extension, but before that of course we have to store that application, I mean the extension, in our project level, right? So for that, if I go to this Chrome colon / extension, and here you can see we are getting this ID. So based on this ID we have to find the extension. So for that we have to go to this app data folder, and then go to local, and then go to Google, and then go to Chrome and user data, and here you will find a folder called extension. In my case I am using multiple Chrome browser, so that's why it's showing as profiles. So I'm going to go to this particular profile, and here within this extension, and then here we can see that particular ID, right? So it's end with NaH, so here we can find this NaH, right? So here you can see it's just got installed. Now if I go inside this, and here we have to take this URL, I mean the location of that folder, and here make sure that you are enabling this developer mode, and then click on pack extension and paste that URL, I mean the location, and click on pack extension. This is going to give us the CRX file. So that is what Chrome extension stands for. Okay. So if I go to this folder, and if I just come to this parent folder, here you can see where we got two files. One is the CRX and another one is the PM. So we are interested on this CRX. So let me copy this. And if I go to my project level, let me paste it over here, and this is 0.190. So I'm just going to change this to app dot okay, so auth.crx, right? So that's fine. Now how do we communicate with the extension? So we already learned in the previous video that we can load the extension, and also we can communicate using the Chrome address, right? So here I'm going to look at this one first. So this page, let us find this page first. So if I go to this folder, and here I can say popin.html. So if I open this, of course this is going to give me the same thing, right? So I'm just going to copy this URL here, and here I have to say chrome hyphen extension, then colon slash slash, then followed by the value. So if I hit enter, okay, I'm supposed to get, so let me just remove this version number here, and if I hit enter, so I'm able to get this pop-up page, right? So I'm just going to copy that, and here in my code I'm just going to write the chrome options first. So chrome options op equal to new chrome options, the basic stuff, right? And here we are going to add this extension, and here we have to pass the file. So new, then followed by the file, and within this we have to pass our crx file. So that is going to be auth.crx, right? That's it. That's pretty much fine. Now as usual we have to launch our chrome driver. So chrome driver equal to new chrome driver, and here we have to load this URL. So driver.get, then followed by the extension URL, right? So whatever the extension URL we are able to get from here, we have to paste that. Now of course we have to enter this values here, right? So here we have to identify this one. So let me just clear it up and inspect. So here we can see it has ID of URL. So let me copy this, and let me maximize this one. And here I have to find the element. So driver.find element by ID, and here we have to pass the value, then followed by dot send keys, and here we have to pass the URL, right? So this is the URL. So I'm just going to copy this and paste over here, and then we have to enter the password, right? So driver.find element, and let's check the element. I think that should be also ID. Okay, yeah, so we got this as username. So here I have to say username, then dot send case, and then here I have to say admin. And similarly for the password, so here we have ID called password. So let me copy, and just let's copy this one and paste over here, and just change this value to this value, right? Okay, so that's it. Now after that we have to click on this add value, right? So here add, so priority is not necessary here, let it be 1, because of course we are going to add only one authentication at a time, so priority doesn't matter here. Now here we have to click on this particular button. So I can use the text based XPath, so double slash button, and then followed by dot, within single quotes I can pass the value, right? So dot equal to, and it's giving us 1 of 1, so that's fine. So here I can say driver dot find element by XPath, and here I have to pass this as not click, yeah, so dot click, right? So we are going to pass this at dot click. Now let us try to run this first, and let us make sure that our authentication, I mean the extension, has loaded successfully. So I'm just going to right click and run as Java application. Okay, so we are getting some error. Let's see what it says. So it says that no such element, because this page didn't load properly. So if I hit enter, okay, so it's not loading actually. Let us try to load here again. Okay, it's loading, so something wrong I believe. Okay, here we can see the Chrome extension actually didn't load up. Okay, the reason is, okay, my bad. So here we are adding this extension, but we are not passing this to our Chrome driver object, I mean the constructor. So that is the problem. Now let me just close this guy, and let me try to run again. That's my bad. Okay, so here we are able to see that now the value has been typed, and of course we got this username, password, and everything, right? Now if I try to go to this particular URL, so it should work for sure. So let me just copy this URL here, and if I paste within this browser, Now just instead of this, if I do, so of course this is going to work for sure, right? Yes. So that's it, we are done almost. So let us complete that in the code. So I'm just going to say here driver.get, and here we are going to pass this URL, right? So let me try to run this. So Control F11. Okay, so the extension has been loaded and the basic authentication is also successful, right? So this is going to be very easy and this is very handy if even if you run using the Selenium grid or any remote machines like browser stack or the Stack Overflow or AWS, then probably it should work fine. I have tested in the browser stack and it's working fine for me. So if you have any problems, you can do let me know. I will definitely try to help, do the help, right? Now let me just quickly recap. So here we are using this Chrome options, and here we are setting our file path of that authentication.crx, and then we are passing these options in the Chrome driver. Make sure that you are passing or else you will get as I got the exception, right? And then we have to load this URL, and here we have to say this popin.html. So that is the file name, right? And then we are just getting the username, password and everything, and we are clicking on that button, and after that we are just bypassing our, not bypassing, we are actually getting our that URL. So the authentication will be done for sure, right? So this is going to be very easy. You can give it a try. If you have any queries, and you can do let me know. And to get this auth.crx, of course you can use the pack extension, so that is going to work. If you want to know more about this, how does it really works, the Chrome extension in the Selenium script, you can probably check my previous video where I have discussed that in detail. So that's it from my side. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, consider giving a like and share the video, and also if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. So see you in the next one very soon.